What's going on, guys? We're here in Glasgow Village at our most recent purchase. We're actually closing on this Monday, but we're here getting everything prepped. We're just gonna take you through this, kind of what the process looked like from all of our different perspectives, what this house entails for us, and what our plans looking like.
This is the true behind the scenes. So we picked this house up here for $57,500. This is gonna be an easy renovation. This is a very typical project for us. We'll be in and out of this house. Let's take a raw look and figure out what we're gonna do to this house and how we're gonna do this house.
This is a 3-bedroom house. We really prefer 3 bedrooms to anything else because you get a lot more homeowners. You get a lot more FHA loans, stuff like that with 3 bedrooms. So we do have a 3-bedroom, 1 bathroom upstairs here. Our kitchen is over here. Kind of a crammed kitchen, but really not too bad. We're gonna be new top to bottom in this kitchen as well as throughout a lot of this house.
What are we doing here in this room?
Yeah.
This thing's kind of a shithole.
When I walk into this room, my immediate thought is patching drywall. Stuff like this, we always go through, fix up that little crack. All the drywall work is just base, default starter stuff. So normally we'd say refinish these hardwoods because they look pretty good, but it's such a small area of hardwoods and our hardwood guy has a minimum square footage. So probably lay LVP over these, unfortunately. I think when this whole house looks new, more or less, you're gonna wish that we covered these or refinished them. This was like a rental or something like that. You could probably keep these and they'll clean up decently well, but these things just tend to really stick out, especially when it's so uniform. Our houses are color drenched, so it looks brand new top to bottom. So I think we'd either have to LVP or refinish these.
I agree. We're rental buyers, so you could probably make this work, but
yeah.
A weird thing like this land, and this is something we haven't ran into ever, like what, I guess with doing the fresh LVP, you just got to,
yeah, just get this up, putting it down. I guess another small thing that might influence this is if we rip up this carpet and it is nice hardwoods underneath, then it might change our decision, but we're actually thinking about just recarpeting this area here. But if they're nice hardwoods like this, it's gonna cost us the same amount to carpet or to hardwood, or to refinish the hardwoods. Hello, can you hear me? There we go, I can hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Yep, what's going on?
I'm doing good, boss. I just wanted to reach out to you, man. I had the opportunity to review everything. I'm looking to move forward at your 80K offer. I was wondering if everything still lines up for you and we could possibly get things moving towards closing.
Yeah, I think so. I'll have to double check with my partner and make sure that we didn't end up actually taking action on another one of these properties. But I haven't gotten any notice back from them yet, so I would assume we should be good to move forward. But I'll let you know here within the next few hours.
The assignment as well, too? The assignment agreement to get a chance to just review all at once?
Yeah, that works.
What's the best email that I can send it over to you guys at?
I'll let you know as soon as I get an answer back.
Okay, no, that's no problem, Miss Lane. Hopefully we can get something done, move forward together.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll talk to you later. Yep, bye.
this is a true day in the life.
Yeah.
Right there. What just happened?
So this is a property I went and walked on Friday. We underwrote it. It's in Spanish Lake. Super excited about this house. We haven't done any work in Spanish Lake yet, and that was an area we really liked initially. But I walked it on Friday. It is tenant occupied. This house is super clean. I think we can either flip this and it'll look super good. Spanish Lake has higher ARVs as well, especially with the pocket this is in. If we don't want to flip it, doesn't make sense with the buy schedule. It's clean enough we could probably just list this back on market and make a pretty good amount. That guy was kind of wasting our time a little bit. He was taking quite a while to get back to us to an extent, but it is what it is. He did get back and he wants to move forward with us, so.
No, it's definitely one of those properties, like, regardless of the exit, it's a deal. So whether we wholesale it, take title, or flip the house, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
He did go past our timeline, though. Maybe we asked for 2K off.
I know. Yeah, I
was
told
gonna
him.
text you that today. If he says yes, tell him 2K off.
Yeah, I told him I wanted in by Monday at 3 o'clock so that he wouldn't be wasting our time. Because we did walk other properties we want to put offers in on, but it looks like we'll decide.
Very normal thing, though. Wake up, find a deal.
Yep. What's cool about our processes, which we don't get into a whole ton, is we actually buy these houses. We have a separate crew come and demo these. Just a demo crew is what we use. So the day these close, our contractors calling in a dumpster, getting the demo crew lined up. That demo crew will come in here typically within a day of the dumpster being here, and they'll have this whole house knocked down and demoed almost immediately. So we're gonna go from closing on this house to, say, 5 days later when we come back at the end of the week. Everything will be ripped up, everything will be ripped out. We'll be able to come in here before we put a whole ton of time into our SKU, our materials, be able to say, okay, How are the hardwoods? Do we want to keep them? Do we want them replaced? How's this look now that all the cabinets are gone? How's everything like that look? So really beneficial. I think that's one of the best changes we made was having a true demo crew, demo our properties instead of just our GCs when they show up on site. Makes everything run a lot smoother.
I think break it down from an operator's perspective too, of like our objective as we come in here is like we're the pilots to the aircraft. So necessarily we're not making every decision. We're just from a high end saying, hey, our travel from, which in our scenario is buying a property and selling a property, of what do we want the outcome of this property to be. Like Landon said with our processes, every single small decision for this property, but we will give the objective to where these guys can come in and they know exactly what decisions they can make and kind of what we want for an outcome. Really what that breaks down to is design type finishes, or this is a lower sale right here, so we're not going to do as high end of a product. So basically kind of build the scope around that, but those guys, once they get in this house, they can make their decisions and get their job done as quick as possible. Put a note, we will need a outside corner bead. That's something kind of specific. And then we'll let the boys tell us exactly how much they need, but this is gonna be what we call that old trim in our SKU. So this house, any trim related items will be the old trim setup. And then some of these, if you can tell here, JP, like they're chewed up, had dogs going in and out. So we just need to make a note in our trim package to use any of the old style, and also have the guys do a really good job of counting when they come on board this to figure out how many of these pieces we need. That's only specific type stuff I really see.
Yeah.
Other than that, straightforward. We got really good windows. Got vinyl windows up front, Landon. We got aluminum windows over there, but they're really nice. I remember the first time we walked this house, we were like, yeah, we'll keep these. The kitchen's not bad.
Yeah, no, we can't.
No, definitely. I feel like every newbie comes in and they're like, yeah, we'll paint these.
Yeah, it's just not worth it. You're gonna spend, legitimately, you will spend more time and money painting and fixing these than just doing it.
Yeah, and like come show, like if you paint these, you have to clean all of that stuff up. Like just, I don't know. You're never gonna get a new product.
Yeah. All this stuff's just uneven everywhere. Doesn't sit very well. We're ripping these cabinets out. What do you think about this? You think get rid of this while we're at it?
I think you have to, Landon.
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, I don't think there's a way necessarily around it.
Yeah. So we'll have demo crew. JP, that's a little note for you. Make sure they cut. Basically, your note is get rid of backsplash behind kitchen.
No, get rid of backsplash and replace with drywall.
Yeah, these cabinets all going. Flooring gets ripped up in the kitchen on demo process as well.
The biggest breakdown is just getting the measurements, and once we have the measurements, make some decisions. If we're gonna go back existing locations, stretch the kitchen, get rid of this side, put it on this side, but that's all stuff we can do as soon as we get the measurements, but won't move any plumbing. Did you notice that?
What? GFCIs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did notice that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
This is up to code. Basically,
Yeah.
like, so whenever you walk a house and you see like GFCIs, that tells you that the electrical standards have been lifted at some time in this house. So, I mean, really what it means for us is just having a licensed electrician have to add those. But the big thing is like they're there and they're set up. What about that wall right there? See it on that window?
Yeah. Soft. Very soft.
See that?
Yeah.
Why is it soft? See why it's soft?
Water?
Does that window look like one of our guys did it?
No.
It looks like shit, huh?
You can see through the gap right here.
So what I would do here, Landon, is I would have them cut this portion out. You're already gonna be in the sheetrock, and then have your guy come over.
Yeah.
Because you see, this used to be the old aluminum window. Just didn't do it correctly.
Yeah. Yep. So JP, just make a note. Replace this window.
So JP, your full breakdown in here is just gut the kitchen, require measurements for the new kitchen drawing, what window needs replaced, need measurements for the panel board, and then just a generic note to add a 4x8 sheet of drywall for patching. If you're wanting to buy or be a house flipper, be prepared to walk some nasty houses. Like, 90% of the time, it's a junk house. We walked one though. The one we walked yesterday. Whew, that was nice.
Bedrooms are always super easy. Nothing ever really changes on the bedroom. This one will be as simple as take out old light fixture, put new puck in place. that's really about it, to be honest. I mean, you paint it, get new doors, but nothing complicated like kitchens or bathrooms, so.
We do have a little bit of a new thing here. Look up here, Landon. That's new.
Yeah.
I've just never seen that before. It's an odd setup. What about those closet doors?
This one is unoperational. Did you know these were combined?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That kind of answers the question for the track. They'll just put a board in here and run it long. But okay, so two.
Interested in this zip? Terrible zip.
What zip code?
63115.
Yeah, just two full closet build outs, which they'll get us the notes on that. JP, just remember there's the 2 sliding closets. I feel like Landon, this is where most of the decisions are kind of made in the house is right here. Can I tell you what I'm thinking? I almost think with how small this bathroom is, it feels really, really silly for us to come in and cut this and not redo this wall and this wall for 2 sheets of drywall.
Yeah.
3 sheets, I should say.
Yeah, whatever how this is.
You see what I mean? We're just almost there.
Yeah, I'd say just go completely all the way.
Every wall, just fully.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, because I don't know what this is, but when it comes off, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
So I have to take a wild guess.
And then just one thing to note for them, or just something that, see that trim? See where that trim ends? Just one thing they're gonna have to,
Yeah.
it's gonna be different for them, is all I can say. Full gut.
Yep.
What do you want to do with this tub, Landon?
I'd say while we got it opened up, we might want to raise that. I don't know. Shower head that low.
Yeah. Regardless, yeah, they'll always deck this out. It's functional. I think it just needs some TLC.
Yeah.
Old windows are always kind of a pain in some of these houses, but this one's got a lot of vinyls. This is the only one that's kind of stood out so far. Come look at these doors. If you're new to flipping houses and you walk a house and you think these old flat doors are in good shape, this is a prime example of they start peeling. You can see it on the inside. So these are just hollow core doors. So a lot of times what happens, if these are really old and you come in and you put a ton of paint and prime these, it'll actually make these peel off. So if you think you're gonna save money by not doing doors, you're gonna paint them, and then when you go to start mounting them, all this stuff's gonna start coming apart. But this is a really good example of what is in the inside of a hollow core door.
We've walked houses where they like have their basements like locked. Like they gotta go get like a key to even go into the basement.
The plan in this one is we are just doing a clean out and a clean up. So for your note, it's just remove all items from the basement. We'll just have to make sure we have the stucco masonry paint to go around all these exterior walls. We'll have a decision for you on what we're gonna do with the concrete floor. Are we painting the concrete floor or not painting the concrete floor? And that is something we really don't know until after the demo, because we're trying to see what's under this flooring over here. So
yeah, when we do the paint, we do exterior walls, and then we are going to decide what we will do on the concrete floors. We will wait after the demo is done.
correct, JP.
Yep.
Cool. Something really weird just to talk about, Landon. This house has a really nice washer and dryer. Like that's kind of appealing.
We always leave washers and dryers if they have them. Just it's important to some people, important to or not important to others. We had a lady want us to remove her washer and dryer just the other day.
That turned out to be a huge pain in the ass. That was me and Landon. We had to roll up our sleeves, man.